I'm MJ, this is MJ's Shed, and today's project is a side table for a couch. We're going to make this project out of some recycled Rimu. Now this came from a demolished house in town. Now these boards are a little bit cupped and a little bit twisted. So what we want to do is flatten both sides, and we're going to do that with a flattening jig using the router. So let's go check that out.
So now what I need to do is cut these boards down to their final dimensions and figure out a way to get a mitered cut along this edge, because the table saw that I've got doesn't have the ability to tilt the saw. You can tilt the whole table, but then be pushing the board through on an angle, which is a bit awkward, and the table doesn't tilt to that 45 degree anyway. So I need to come up with a solution for that. Try to figure out a jig that I can push through to do that. So that's what I'm going to do now, so let's jump into it. We're going to jump ahead a bit. I didn't film this part because I just got stuck into the process of trying to figure out how to come up with this jig. Finally came up with something that works. Basically, it's a rail that slots into the track guide on the table saw, stuck to a piece of ply. Then I've got 45s cut on some MDF. This is where you mount your board. That goes through with the blade coming this way, and you can cut 45s on that. It's all fine-tuned and it works pretty good. And I charged ahead again. I didn't film it, but I charged ahead, and I've already cut most of my boards. I've got one more cut to do, so I'll film that one and I'll show you how it works. Well, for a jig that looks like this, it's done a pretty good job. It's pretty square, the joints are pretty good. I think with a bit of clamping and gluing, they'll come in really tight, really nice. I just can't believe it, but this jig here has given me a result like that. So as you can see, I've taken it out of the clamps, the glue's dried up, and I've already gone over with some 120 grit sandpaper just to get rid of any glue, any scuff marks, and just give it a bit of a tidy up. Also just rough over these edges, smooth them over so they don't snag on things. Okay, so I'm gonna go take this, sand it down, and then we can put a finish on it and see how it comes up. Okay, so I've applied 3 coats of the Minwax polyacrylic water-based polyurethane. I put on 2 coats and then gave it a light sand to smooth it out. Now I've put on the 3rd coat and I'll just give it one final sand just to tidy it up. I've also picked up 4 of these powder-coated black brackets. I'm going to fix those into the 4 corners of this table just to reinforce the joint. I wasn't too sure how strong this would be on its own, and we've got kids at home who are no doubt probably going to jump on this one day, and I'd love to just protect these joints from opening up. Whether somebody puts their arm on it or a kid jumps on it, hopefully it will just reinforce that joint. Alright, so I'll give this a final sand. I'll fix these 4 brackets, then we can call this project done, take it inside and take a look. In the comments below whether you like this design, what you might have done differently, or if you just downright don't like it. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this project, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.